That's Wiz Khalifa, Black and Yellow on 987 FM. It's the 8th of Jan, a Saturday. Hey, good morning, and thank goodness it's the weekend. It's Des keeping you company from now all the way till 2 p.m. And with me, I have Kenny from Slots Raceways Singapore. Welcome to the studio.
Hi, Desiree.
And you're here to introduce us to the world of slot car racing. What in the world is slot car racing?
Right. Okay. Basically, slot car racing. I believe this is something very new. A lot of people wondering what is it. All right. In short, slot car racing. It's it's a hobby, and personally, I feel it's a sport, which has been largely accepted and very popular in UK as well as US. So in Singapore, there are a couple of hobby shops who have started, by selling skilled model cars, right? Such skilled model cars come in largely 1:32 ratio as well as 1:24. So in short, it's actually a scaled down version of the actual race car itself.
How small are these, or how big are these cars?
Okay. So the more popular series of 132 cars is like probably 10 to 15 cm. I'll say about 10 cm, in length.
Okay.
Right. And most of these cars are actually powered by electric motor. Yep. I guess a lot of kids, they grow up playing Tamiya cars and all that. Now, for slot car racing, it's actually let's just talk about the car, per se. Now, the cars actually they have a circuitry inside, and these are actually powered by electric circuit boards. Yeah. So these cars, if you place them onto a race circuit, such circuits are actually custom built and they can be designed to fit any shape. So we have just brought in a big circuit track, and we have actually designed it to model after Silverstone in UK, right? Now, as for these cars, they actually have a lot of electric components inside, motors that I mentioned, as well as the gearbox. They also come with suspension and the tires, everything that, it's mirror of a real racing car.
So is it fair to say it's basically a remote control car?
Well, you can put it that way, but except you don't control direction. How you actually, play this car is that after tuning the car to suit the particular track you're racing, it's actually controlled by a hand throttle. All right, this hand throttle is very sensitive, and the amount of strength that you actually, when you press the throttle, it actually translates into speed of the car. Right. The challenge of the car, if you ask me, will be that you need to negotiate. You need to know how to go in at certain turns, tight corners, and all that by varying your your sensitivity of your control. Yeah. So it is as such, where a lot of UK and US club they actually set up a lot of national-wide races. Yeah, and they actually group a lot of motorsports lover as well as car enthusiasts, to learn about this slot car and to conduct races of them. Yeah.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong,
Sure.
but unlike remote control cars, because for those cars, you can basically be in control of the direction of the car, whereas for slot racing, it has to follow the track.
Absolutely.
There's no way you can control it. So the only thing you can control is the speed.
Exactly.
Right. Okay,
yeah.
now I can understand. Is there like a website for people to find out more about slot racing?
Yeah. Right now, we have just started building the track, and I would say the track is almost 90% completed. And what's going to come is that, right now we're updating a lot of materials. We're also posting a lot of photographs on our website. The website can be found at www.360withoutborders.com. So you can also, do a search on Facebook, where you can search on the keyword 360 Without Borders, and you can find a lot of information as well as pictures on it.
Pictures, and I'm sure you can find lots of videos on YouTube as well. And I hear there's a permanent track built upstairs right here at SCAPE at the Grid MMS Studios, level 4.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so does that mean that anyone who is around the area can just simply go upstairs and have a go at slot racing?
Definitely. In fact, right now we are, we are welcoming with open arms, for any car enthusiasts, any hobbies or even avid car collectors to actually pop by, and to try out slot car racing. Now, right now we have actually designed and built this slot car racetrack measuring about 10 meters in length and about 4 meters by width. So by far, it is actually one of the biggest slot car racetracks ever to be built in Singapore.
Oh, right.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, so if you're nearby, okay, it's still in the midst of building, or is it complete?
Well, okay, I'll say that 90% is completed. Right now, we are doing some final touch-up, like for
Some
instance,
tweaks here
some
and there.
tweaks, yeah, just to make sure the cars actually run and perform as up to our expectations.
Okay,
Right.
cool. So, as I was saying, if you're nearby, just come on up to level 4 and look for the Grid MMS Studios. That's where this permanent track is, so come on by. All right, we'll talk more about slot racing in just a few, so stay right here to 987 FM. In the meantime, here's My Chemical Romance, The Ghost of You. That one's by Muse, Uprising on 987 FM. Thank you so much for keeping me company. It's Des on Weekend Wind Down, and here with me in the studio, I have Kenny from Slots Raceway Singapore, and we are talking about slot car racing. Now, Kenny, I hear that there's this racing mob in 360 Without Borders here at SCAPE.
That's right.
What exactly is a racing mob? Do you race cars
Sure.
together at the same time?
Okay. Now, Racing Mode was actually, formed recently to actually bring like-minded car enthusiasts as well as, big fans of racing, together for a common purpose, to enjoy the hobby, enjoy the sports and the love of motorsports. So, basically just to give some history, sometimes back because, I myself is a car enthusiast and a couple of like-minded friends and I, as and when time allows, we will actually drive up to, Pasir Gudang or even like Sepang in Malaysia. And, we will then try to hone our skills by going to the actual racetrack itself. So I was actually being exposed to slot car racing through a mentor. And it was incidentally, it captured my attention. I tried to do more research online, through Facebook, through YouTube. And then I found that, hey, this is something which I see quite strong similarities between the actual car racing as well as the dynamics and the theories of racing. So after some discussion with my friends, we decided with the help of Grid MMS to set up a racing mob with the intention to actually bring slot car racing to Singapore. Yeah, and to get basically to set up a community for people to actually enjoy indoor racing or the sport. Yeah. So basically, anyone as young as 5 years old to 80 years old can actually enjoy this hobby, in the comfort of basically in our club in Grid MMS right now. So yeah, in short, our mission is to actually bring motorsports and car enthusiasts together and to form a community of common interest. Yeah. So actually, as of today, we have a couple of very good friends. Mostly, they are car racers and motorsports lover who are actually driving performance cars. And after some introduction to them, they actually embrace the hobby. And we are starting to get, become very popular in the sense that a lot of friends are bringing their own friends or their circle of, people to come down and to try out this slot car racing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any competitions or upcoming events?
Right. Actually, right now we're in the midst of organizing a mini race, and we are targeting to have it in sometime in February, preferably after Chinese New Year. How basically for the track itself, we have built a 4-lane circuit track, which means to say that at any one time, 4 car racers or players can actually pit their skills and to race each other. This is going to be very exciting stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so once again, if you want to find out more or if you want to have a feel of the track and how slot racing is like, first of all, you can come down and visit us right here at SCAPE. Go to Grid MMS Studios at level 4 to have a look at the track. Or if you want to find out more about the activities lined up for you, just log on to 360withoutborders.com. It's Des on Weekend Wind Down with Kenny from Slots Raceway Singapore. Thank you so much for coming down.